So we've got some great topic we're going to go through with you here today. And it is how to make an offer on Instagram that will get you honeymoon and destination wedding clients. A thought that I wanted to just share with you right off the bat, and I think I want you to take this with you for the week, is success is not a surprise.
Absolutely.
Success begins with a plan.
Yes.
People are not surprised when they reach a goal because they set a goal and they had a plan to reach the goal. If you didn't write it down, success is not a surprise.
Yes.
Success begins with a plan. So when creating a content strategy for your travel business, you need to have an end goal in mind.
Right.
I think everyone sits down and thinks, I got to write content. I got to come up with something to talk about. I've got to begin with the end in mind. So we're going to be talking about content stacking and what we mean by that. And we're going to give you a specific strategy. But the overall rule that you want to always think of when it comes to content in general on Instagram is that 80-20 rule. Like 80% of the time, you're giving value, you're giving inspiration, education, tips, and you're a resource, right? And a little bit of entertainment too, which is fun. You want to be yourself, right?
Yeah. Show your personality.
Yes, 20% of the time is that time for more of the call to action that's more promotional. When we think about what beginning with the end in mind, what is the offer that you want to make? So you're going to sit down and you're going to write a content strategy. Begin with the end in mind. So what do you want to offer? Are you wanting to promote an event that you're hosting, a live event that you're hosting? Do you want to have some sort of holiday promotion that you're putting in place? Maybe you want to offer your lead magnet, your freebie, your guide that you've created. You want to offer a complimentary consultation. So you begin with that as this is what I want to offer. At the end of all this content and my strategy of stacking it together, I want to be able to offer a consultation. I want to be able to offer somebody to attend my live event that I'm hosting coming up. So once you know what you want to promote, you want to work your way backward and create content that stacks. So basically you're building a bridge that takes somebody from where they are to where you want them to be. You want them to be at your offer. You want them to say yes to your offer. So in order for them to say yes to your offer, what do you need to do before that in order to get them here? What is that? What is the content that you're going to do? What are the things that you're going to put in place so that they're walking across this bridge and they're ending up at your offer and they're not surprised by being there? They're like it, and that's a natural yes, right? So I promised you a strategy. So we're going to get to an example content plan. So let's assume that you are planning a virtual honeymoon night. Maybe you're partnering with a resort
I had no idea you were. We're thinking the same. You guys, we're our great minds.
Not to mention, we're kind of dressed the same today. Like, whoa, this is weird. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go change real quick now. All right, so let's pretend that you have partnered with a resort company and you're like, okay, we're going to host a virtual honeymoon night.
Because there's lots of companies that will do it for you, not just Sandals. 𝗧𝗏 will do it. There's lots of companies that will do it.
So
or you can do it yourself.
The end offer is for people to come to your event, right? But the other offer that's going to be happening at the event also is your end goal. All right. So you want to kind of have both of those offers in mind as you prepare to stack that content and bridge the gap, right? And get somebody from here to over here. So here's an example of what that could look like, an example strategy. Are you ready? First day, you can go on and start talking about just generic honeymoon planning tips that you are used to talking about all the time.
Right.
And you are just establishing yourself as the authority, as the expert, as a honeymoon specialist.
And that could be like any type of post. It could be, that would probably, a carousel post would be really nice for something like that. You know, your first post in the carousel would be 5 tips to have an amazing honeymoon, right? And then you could have one tip as they scroll through, 1 tip, 2 tip, 3 tip, 4 tip, 5 tip. At the end, you would just be like, hope you enjoy these. Watch tomorrow. I'll be giving you this.
Mhm.
You know, you don't have to give them any offer yet, not even your lead magnet. You're just building up the trust factor so that at the end of the week, you'll go more into your offer.
Right. The next day, you could come on into Instagram and start talking about specific honeymoon suites
Yeah.
for the best experience. And of course, if you are partnering with a specific brand, you will want to stick with that resort brand's suites. Okay. When you do something like this, one of the things that you can do is share like one of the best or two of the best. And there really are like 5 that you really love. And you're going to be hosting, you can sprinkle in, and I'll be hosting a live event talking more about this. If you're interested, send me a DM. It can be more of a soft, close type thing. So
if you think you'd like to be invited, this or whatever,
right. So then you're sprinkling information, you're leading with value, you're sharing something helpful, but you're also sharing that, hey, but wait, there's more. Hey, I'm just going to be talking to you today about the one honeymoon suite that I think is like the bomb diggity, but there's a few other ones that you definitely want to know about. And that's what gets people curious, and they don't want to miss out on that information. The third day, you can share the amenities and perks that are given to couples who have who celebrate their honeymoon at this particular resort brand. Or you could go into even further talking about some activities and things that they can do that are romantic, like giving them ideas to do like a candlelight dinner or a couples massage, or different things that they can do to make this honeymoon experience stand apart from other types of travel experiences.
Yeah.
This 4th day, you can post an invitation, like just come right out, post the invitation to the event. Then the 5th day, you could go live and share tips on what a honeymoon at XYZ resort would be like.
Yeah.
Why it's the best choice for them. Like, again, what's in it for them. And then at the end of that live, share an invitation to an event. Remember how I said the normal rule of thumb is the 80-20. 80% inspiration and helpful content and 20% promotion. When you're having a live event that is like, this is live, this isn't going to just keep happening over and over again, right? You have the permission and the ability to post about it all the time, because this is only happening this one time, right? You're not going to be like every single week you're hosting another virtual honeymoon planning thing with this particular resort brand, right? This could be like a once a quarter thing. So if that's the case for a live event, you got to go hard and you got to promote it. But you promote it still in a way where you're giving value, right? You're sharing honeymoon planning tips. You're giving ideas about things that they can experience and do on their honeymoon. You're talking about specific suites that they can have and what's in it for them, right? Why it's so great. And then, you're going live and you're talking a little bit more in depth with them about, the total experience that they would have at hosting their honeymoon at a specific resort, right?
So this would be perfect if you are getting ready to go on a fam trip. Okay. This would be a beautiful strategy to be like at the beginning. So you're going on a Monday, let's say Monday, you're going to arrive, or Saturday or whatever. You would start stacking your content and start talking about, here's some honeymoon tips. Here are some honeymoon suites. Here's a resort brand that really gives these amenities and honeymoon suites. By the way, I'm going to be visiting live, and I'm going to give you some live reports on location. So check into my Instagram live, because I'm going to be showing up live and showing you some of the stuff firsthand. You want to talk about your DMs blowing up? That will do it, because anytime a travel pro is on a resort property, anytime, and you are doing some kind of live, I'm here right now. Look at this amazing people. Always like, where are you at? Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Oh, it never fails. So you could build this up leading into your fam trip.
Yeah.
And then on the fam trip, go live every day, or do some posts where you're at and say, I'm going live tomorrow to show you meeting with the wedding manager.
Well, here's my hot tip. I promised to share a hot tip today that I have never before shared.
Have I never seen this hot tip?
I told you about it yesterday.
It was a hot tip. All right. Matter of fact, your keyboard was steaming.
Yes, it was. Yes.
So.
Yeah. All right. Ready for the hot tip? Here's a hot tip.
Yeah.
Sales happen more in your stories than they do in your feed.
That wasn't. I remember asking you, what? Is that true?
On Instagram. Yes. On Instagram.
All right. Wow.
Sales happen more in your stories than they do in your feed. So everything that I just got done sharing with you, talking about honeymoon planning tips, talking about honeymoon suites, sharing amenities, posting invitations, going live, all of that stuff should be backed up in your stories. You should elaborate in your stories. If you're posting a regular post with some images, a carousel post, it's just a still image, go into your story and talk about the honeymoon amenities. Okay? On face to camera, hold your phone up to your face and hit the button and start talking to your people about what it's going to be like to have their wedding, to host their honeymoon there, what the honeymoon perks are, what your favorite perks are, what your favorite thing is about, whatever it might be, putting polls in there. And then because the beauty of the stories is that people have a more personal connection with you. You can still do like a fun graphic from Canva, post it in there and then put your link. But if you have a link that you are sharing, it's so much easier for people to click the link in the story than it is for them to go to your link in bio and be interrupted because they weren't planning on being interrupted when they came to your post in the Instagram feed. But in the stories, it's so easy. They just click on the link and then it can take them to the event page where they have to register, to attend your live event or whatever it might be. Okay. Everyone have a great week. Glad to see everyone and we'll see you next time.
All right. God bless.
Bye.